You are welcome to Smart Start channel. In this video, we are going to solve some questions in mathematics that you can study as you prepare for your nursing school entrance exam. When you are preparing for entrance exam, you just have to have some areas of concentration. Don't study amiss. Okay, there are some topics that you need to make sure that you are familiar with those topics. So in this video, I'm going to introduce one of the topic. I should have said let me solve past questions, but many a times past questions does not help like that. So you need to make sure that you understand that topic very well. So the topic I want to deal with in this video is logarithm. Logarithm. So I'll just show you uh, some work example in logarithm. So let's use this question to begin with. Evaluate evaluate log log square root of 27 all over log 9. So you should be able to solve something like this. Now to evaluate this log, we are going to have something like this. When you have square root, if I have square root of a like this, now I can write this square root of a like a raised to power 1 over 2. So you should know that another way of writing square root of a number is that number raised to power 1 over 2. So the logarithm of square root of 27 is going to be written like log 27 raised to power 1 over 2. Then all over log 9. Now, another thing we are going to do is this. We are going to bring this log 27 and this log 9 to a common base. So you should be able to write logarithm of two numbers in a common base. So what do I mean by writing this number in a common base? Now this is it. 3 can go into 3 can go into 9, and 3 can also go into 27. But I'm not talking about 3 going into this. Now this time around, what I mean is this. I can write this 9 as as base 3. 9 can be written as base 3. Now this is what I mean. 3 raised to power 2 is 9. Okay. This 27 can also be written in base 3. This is equal to 9. Then 3 raised to power 3 is equal to 27. Are you getting something there? So now I'm going to write this 27 as base 3 and write 9 as base 3. So now to do that, we are going to have something like this. So that would be log, instead of me to write 27, I'm going to write 3 raised to power 3. Now there is already power of 2. So when I'm writing this 27 as 3 raised to power 3, I have to multiply this power of 3 by this 1 over 2 that was already the power. Then divide that by log 3 raised to power 2, as 3 raised to power 2 is 9. So that's going to give us log 3 raised to power. Now if I multiply 3 times 1 over 2, 3 times 1 is what? 3, then all over 2. So that will give us 3 all over 2 divided by log 3 over 3 raised to power 2. Okay. Now, if you look at this thing now, you look at this log 3 and this log 3, they are the same. Okay. But before we do that, now you see, if you have something like this, if you have log m raised to power n, this will be equal to, you use this power, which is n, and multiply by this log m. So that will be n log m. Okay, so if we have something like this, log 3 raised to power 3 over 2. So we are going to use that 3 over 2. We use this 3 over 2 and multiply by this log 3. So that will be 3 over 2 log 3. Then all over, then we use this power of 2, multiply by this log 3 also. So that will be 2 log 3. So now you can see this log 3 can cancel this log 3 up here. So what you are left with is what? 3 over 2 divided by 2. So now you can solve that. So that will be 3 over 2. Now instead of me to write over means division. So I will just write it like this for your understanding. So that will be 3 over 2 divided by 2. Okay. Now this 2 does not have denominator. Now when you see a whole number like this that does not have denominator, you can divide it by 1. So that it will be fraction divided by fraction. So when you have fraction divided by fraction like this, the way to solve it is this. We say 3 over 2, this 3 over 2, then this division sign, we turn it to what? To times. Now when we turn this division sign to times, this 1 will go up, this 2 will come down. So we now have 1 all over 2. Okay, so we can now multiply 3 times 1, which is equal to 3 all over 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. So that will give you your final answer. All right, so that is the first question. Now let me give you something. Let me give you another question that you might likely see in your exam. Remember, you have to practice with these questions. Don't cram the question, practice with it. Now, let's say that we have to evaluate log root 20, then plus log 5 minus log root 5. Okay, so if we have a question like this, now how do you solve this kind of question? Now there is a law. There is a law that governs this plus and minus. Now the law is this. When you see plus is times. Plus means times. Okay, that is times. Then when you see minus means division. So that is the law. Okay. Now if we have log, this place is supposed to put base, but since there is no base, naturally it is base 10. Okay. So when the bases are not mentioned, so it shows that the logarithm are in what? Are in base 10. Now what we are going to do is this. This thing now means log root 20. Remember I said plus means what? Plus means times. So that will be log root 20 times log 5. Then divided by, this minus becomes division, divided by log root 5. Now this root 20 here, this root 20, if you press calculator, square root of 20 is going to give this 20, we call it irrational number. So if I want to find the square root of this 20, I'm going to say, what perfect square can go into 20? That is 4. So I'm going to write this 20 as root 4 times root 5. Remember that 4 times 5 is 20. So root 4 times root 5 is the same thing as root 20. And this 4 now, 4 is a perfect square. So I can find square root of 4, which is what? 2 times this root 5. So if I multiply 2 by root 5, I'm going to have 2 root 5. So that means that this root 20 now is going to become log 2 root 5, then times log 5 divided by log root 5. Are you getting something there? Remember, if you have any question, you can drop your question for me. You can drop your question in the comment section. So now, what we are going to do is this. You see, log is here, so we can just take it as factorize that log out like this. Open a bracket. So if I take this common log like this, I'm going to be left with 2 root 5 times this 5. So I will write it like this: 2 root 5 times 5. Then all over, this log is still the same. So I can use this log, these 3 logs, I can just factorize all of them. So this will be all over root 5, right? Good. So now at this point now, what are you going to do? Now watch. I don't want to go a long process. So you can just use this root 5 and cancel this root 5. Okay. So we are going to have log 2 times 5 is what? 10. Don't forget this log is in base 10. Okay. All these logs are in base 10. Now the answer to this question is going to be 1. Now the reason is this. When you find the logarithm of a number to the same base, the answer is always 1. For example, now if we are saying log 5 base 5, the answer is equal to 1. If we say log 3 base 3, the answer is equal to 1. So log 10 base 10 is equal to 1. So the final answer to the question is 1. So go through this, and also remember to like the channel, subscribe to the channel, because for this month I'm going to be dropping some uh, questions, some solvings that is going to help you and enables you to prepare for your entrance exam very well. So like the video, you can share it to your friends, whatever you can do. So, but the most important thing is that make sure that you practice with this. You can look for question in your past question that is similar to what we have done and solve them.